welcome back to Social with Shawna, where I share with you guys everything I've learned about growing and making money on social media. Today we are going to be talking about Instagram, and we're going to be talking specifically about getting action blocked on Instagram, what it means, what happens when you get action blocked, and most importantly, how to avoid it. So if you are new here, my name is Shawna. I have a YouTube channel called ShawnaRae where I do cooking and cleaning motivational videos for busy moms like myself. I also have my Instagram account at ShawnaRaeVideos, which I've been growing since 2019 into a profit-making business. Now, today's Instagram video is all about being action blocked. Now, if you do not know, I have been action blocked a few times from Instagram. So today I'm going to share with you guys why I've been action blocked and what I've learned and how you can avoid it so it doesn't happen to you. So first off, what is getting action blocked on Instagram? What does that mean? When you get action blocked from Instagram, it is basically them telling you that you've done something that is against their terms and conditions, and they are blocking you from doing any actions, which actions are likes, comments, follows, all of those type of things, any action on Instagram for a specific amount of time. You can get action blocked for many different reasons. We're going to go over those reasons in just a minute, but first off, how long does getting action blocked last? First time you get action blocked, it is only for 2 hours, which is not that big of a deal. You just take a little break from Instagram. The second time it happens, it will be for 24 hours, which is a bigger deal. It is an entire day. Third time, it is for 2 days. The fourth time, it is for 1 week. The fifth time, it is for 2 weeks. And then the sixth time, your account is in risk of being deleted. So getting action blocked is definitely something you want to avoid. It is Instagram's way of telling you that you are doing something that is against their terms and conditions. Basically, they are punishing you for some reason or another. Now, my experience is that once you're action blocked once, you are more likely to get action blocked again and again and again. And I found this to be true not only on my own account, but others that I have talked to as well. When you are action blocked, you cannot do any action. So it is very, very hard to continue growing your Instagram. You are not able to like, you are not able to comment, you are not able to follow or unfollow people. And sometimes when you get into the higher action blocks, you are not even allowed to post a picture. In addition to getting action blocked, quite often when you're action blocked, you are also shadow banned. If you do not know what shadow banned is, it is basically when YouTube does not allow you to show up in hashtags anymore. You also can get shadow banned for different amounts of times. My experience, it has usually been for a week. When you are shadow banned, no matter what hashtag you put on your pictures, you will not show up in hashtags anymore, which makes it very, very hard for you to grow, but it also makes it very hard to get any engagement at all. You stop showing up in people's feeds, you stop showing up in hashtags. Basically, your account is dead for a little while. You will see your Instagram engagement drop significantly. Now, unlike action blocked, where Instagram will pop something up and notify you that you are being action blocked, with shadow banned, you are not notified at all. You do not know you're being shadow banned unless you look at your engagement metrics and you notice a deep decrease in your engagement. So now let's talk about some of the ways that can trigger you to get action blocked. So these are things you are going to want to avoid if you don't want to get action blocked. And let's be real, nobody wants to get action blocked. It's not fun. Trust me, I've been action blocked a few times and it is not any fun. So one of the things is doing too many actions within a certain span of time, basically a span of an hour. Instagram's rule of thumb is that you should not do any more than 60 actions within an hour for established accounts. It is 30 for those who are not established or newer accounts. Now, an action, like I mentioned, can be anything: liking, commenting, saving, following, unfollowing, any of those actions. So you really want to try to limit the amount of actions you are doing within an hour to below 60. Since I've been action blocked in the past, do this even further, and I limit mine to 30 just to be safe. That's my personal choice. It's up to you on what you want to do, but Instagram has come out and said that they limit it to 60. Now, while the limit is 60 actions in an hour, when it comes to following and unfollowing people, Instagram really limits this even more. Some people, if you've never been action blocked before, can go ahead and follow 50 people in a row and they don't have any issues. If you have been action blocked before though, or if you just want to play it safe, I would definitely limit your follows and unfollows to even further. I personally limit my follows and unfollows to 5 an hour. I do not follow more than 5 people an hour or unfollow more than 5 people an hour. I do not want Instagram thinking that I'm having a robot go through and cleaning up my followers list, or a robot going through and having me follow people, which is basically what they're looking for. When you're doing too many actions in a row, they are afraid that you have given your password off to some sort of automated computer system and that is doing these actions for you. And that is against their terms and conditions. Mentioning giving your password to someone, that is something else that can trigger you to get action blocked if you give your password to any other site that is not run by Instagram. So, for example, these include those follow and unfollow apps. So those apps that show you who you're following and who's not following you back, things like that, or who unfollows you. Those are against Instagram's terms and conditions. Anytime you use those, you are at risk of getting action blocked. Addition, something that can put you at risk is using the apps that allow you to schedule your post if they are not run by Instagram, which is a hard one. A lot of people do that, but you are technically giving your password to a site that is not run by Instagram or Facebook, and Instagram doesn't like that. You are technically not supposed to give your password out to any site that is not run by Instagram or Facebook. So you do want to be careful when you are using any of those apps. They are making your risk of getting action blocked a lot higher. Another thing that can risk you getting action blocked is clicking from links outside of Instagram that bring you to a picture or into Instagram. For example, I know there are some engagement threads on Facebook where you will post a link to your picture. People will click on the picture and it'll take them to your picture, then they'll comment on you. And you do vice versa. When you are doing this, it is something that does trigger Instagram. They don't like you clicking links to bring you into Instagram or to bring you into Safari, basically. So you do want to make sure you're going into the actual Instagram app to do any sort of engagement. Now, mentioning that, another huge trigger and something that I think is one of the things that got me in trouble in the past is using Instagram on a computer. I'm not exactly sure why this is against Instagram's policy. I think it goes back into the robot thing and that they think you're giving your password to someone else who's using a computer to give you likes and stuff. But if you use a computer to get onto Instagram and to like or follow or any of that stuff, that is a huge trigger. My account will actually not even let me use a computer anymore. And so that's why I think that's one of the reasons I've gotten action blocked in the past. I used to use my computer a lot for Instagram actually, because I'd have like a video or something playing on my phone and then I'd use my computer, or vice versa. There was a lot of reasons I'd used my computer for my Instagram. And I think that is what has gotten me action blocked. And like I said, I'm not even allowed to use my computer anymore. It won't let me do any actions from a computer. So be very careful if you're using a computer for Instagram, especially if you were logged in on your phone and your computer at the same time. That is a huge red flag. Being logged into two devices on the same account at any time is a huge red flag for Instagram. Another thing that can get you action blocked if you are liking or commenting on pictures before the picture finishes loading. So basically, Instagram can tell when you're just going down and liking a whole bunch of pictures and you're not letting them load. Their basic mindset or way of thinking is how do you like this picture if you didn't even get to see it? So make sure you are letting pictures load before you like them. So a couple other things that you may not think about that can get you action blocked, or I have heard rumors that can get you action blocked, and I think that they have in my account as well. One of them is putting comments in, or putting hashtags in your comments instead of in the description. There have been claims that this can get you action blocked. I have noticed personally on my account, it is something I have tested, that when I put hashtags in the comments, I actually don't show up on those hashtags anymore. So basically I'm kind of shadow banned on those specific hashtags. I have done it before where I'll put a hashtag in the comment, I'll click on that hashtag and I'm not showing up. I'll delete the comment, I'll go put the hashtag in my description, and all of a sudden I'm showing up. So it is something I have tested. So make sure you are putting the hashtags in your description. Now I know a lot of people put them in their comments. This is something you might want to play around with, see what works for you, but it has been claimed that that can get you action blocked and it can get you shadow banned. And then also using banned hashtags. So if you did not know, there is a huge list of hashtags on Instagram that are considered banned hashtags. Some of them are pretty Hashtag eggplant is banned, of course, but there are other ones that you wouldn't even think about. Hashtag Valentine's Day is banned on Instagram, so don't use it this coming season. Hashtag adulting is banned. There are a lot of hashtags that you wouldn't think are banned. I will leave a website with a list of them in the description box down below. But using banned hashtags, especially if you're using them over and over again, can get you action blocked. Now, a way to check to see if you are using banned hashtag is to type the hashtag into search and click on it. If it is a banned hashtag, up at the top, it will tell you that recent posts are no longer showing up, and it's a long description. I'll leave it over here on the side. but you'll be able to tell that no new posts are showing up. So that's the other thing, is using a banned hashtag is basically pointless because you're not showing up in that hashtag anyways, because they're not putting a recent post on there. Plus it can get you in trouble and may risk you getting action blocked. So make sure you're checking your hashtags and just don't use banned ones. It's pretty simple. But like I said, there are a lot of them that you wouldn't think are banned. So check out the list in the description box below. And you can also always check on Instagram as well. Type in the hashtags you were thinking about using. Now these next ones are some basic ways that you can get you blocked that you probably already know about, but I do want to go over and include in this video just to be safe. First off is, of course, sending spam messages. So if you are sending the same exact message to everybody who follows you, for example, that can be marked as spam and can get you action blocked. Also posting inappropriate things, sexual or inappropriate things. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I've seen a lot of things on Instagram that I probably myself would have deemed inappropriate, so I don't know exactly how far you have to go there, but you can get action blocked for posting inappropriate or sexual things, images or captions, whatever. You also, of course, can get action blocked or disabled if you have too many people who have complained against you, so user complaints. Too many people complaining about your profile can get you blocked. And then you also can get blocked, of course, for doing copyright infringement. If you found this video helpful, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. If you have another Instagram influencer that you think may benefit from this information, make sure you share my video. Tag me on your social medias when you share it. I'd love to see you guys sharing this content. And if you are new here, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button. I will have so many more Instagram and YouTube tip videos coming out shortly, and I can't wait to see you guys. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.